Strategies for convincing a spouse to save a marriage. This is Jay for RelationshipLoveAdvice.com. When your partner seems minutes away from packing their bags or you're living separately already, convincing a spouse to save a marriage can seem next to impossible. If you take a step back from the situation, though, you can see that there's realistic options for changing the mind of a spouse who's about to walk out. And here are some strategies that may just get your partner to come around. Fake it till you make it. It's a common strategy for business and other areas of social interaction, but acting as if can work for marriages too. It works so well because how we act has a major influence both on how we feel and on how others see us. For a while, try forgetting that you have anything but a perfectly blissful marriage and treat your spouse accordingly. Now, that's not going to be easy if your partner's still bitter and liable to pick a fight. Still, you can take advantage of those times when things are going well to try and see your spouse as the person you were deeply in love with when you decided to get married in the first place. Be reasonable. Whether you want your spouse to join you in marriage counseling or just try out a few tips you picked up from a book, you'll have more success in winning them over if you don't push. Threats, guilt trips, and begging are more likely to push your partner away than give you any success convincing a spouse to save a marriage. Instead, use calm, logical approaches that tap into the underlying regard that your spouse most likely still has for you, or at least for your children, or for your friends and family. Statements like, with everything we've invested in each other, don't you think it's worth a try to save it? Or wouldn't you rather be able to tell the kids we tried everything? Or wouldn't you rather be able to tell the family that we tried everything? All those things can help. Address the problems. When convincing a spouse to save a marriage, promises to change ring pretty hollow unless you can back them up. If you expect your spouse to believe you're not going to repeat the certain mistakes in the future, give them a real reason. This is especially important if you've had an affair or if you're struggling with an addiction. For instance, if you've started counseling to resolve an addiction that you've never dealt with before, your partner has a reason to believe things will get better because you're making the effort. Take care of yourself. The stress and low mood marital problems naturally bring about can leave you feeling like you just don't want to do anything. For your own sake, though, don't give in to that feeling or you'll make yourself feel worse and drive your spouse further away. Make sure you're eating right, getting enough sleep, and not cutting corners on personal grooming. Stay on top of your responsibilities, like finances and home maintenance. Convincing a spouse to save a marriage isn't always easy, but it can be done. The most important thing you need to do is stay calm, stay upbeat, and actively look for solutions to the problems between you. If you need more advice on convincing a spouse to save a marriage, most marriage counselors and professionally written self-help books can give you some fantastic tips. This is Jay for RelationshipLoveAdvice.com. If you haven't discovered the 7 truths of love, then you're going to breathe new life in your relationship after you visit RelationshipLoveAdvice.com and discover what few people ever consider in their relationships. I'll see you there.